everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're new here. I'm Beverly and we haven't had one of these little chitty chatty conversations for a little while, so I thought why not on what's quite a bad fatigue day just come and talk to you. Let me take my glasses off because I'm pooped and I don't really want to concentrate on what I look like because I have no makeup on and I feel like I look dreadful and pale and pasty, but still I just kind of wanted to come and talk to you all because I think it's hard for people to understand what it's like to have chronic fatigue to the point that it changes your life completely. It changes everything that goes on in your life, the things you can do, the way you can go out and enjoy things. I mean, just today, get my little phone out, it's now 1:45. This morning all I've achieved is getting out of bed about 9 o'clock, had a cup of tea and a biscuit and my tablets, and I did a very short restorative yoga practice for my shoulders and neck because I woke up with a lot of pain there. And when you have a lot of pain and tension in your back, in your shoulders and your back, which is where you mostly have it when you have fibromyalgia, it tends to work its way up and then you end up with a migraine. So I was like tackling it stage 1. So I did that yoga practice and that was about 15 minutes of just sitting and doing different things with your head. Oh, dizzy. And then I did like 10-minute meditation, just concentrating on the pain. In Buddhist meditation, in Buddhism they believe that pain shouldn't be ignored, just like thoughts, they shouldn't be ignored, they should just be no emotion attached, just accept it and move on. So I did that with my headache this morning with a little guided meditation. And then I had a shower and it's now nearly 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All those little things, oh, and I had breakfast. All those things just have made me exhausted. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit tired. When I'm this tired I tend to slur a little bit. I'm very self-conscious of that, which is why I've not done a video while my fatigue's been this bad before, because I kind of feel insecure about the way I talk. I tend to slur and sound a bit drunk. I swear I have not been drinking. I actually slept really well last night. I took some I have CBD oil, which is from marijuana, from cannabis, but they take all the illegal drug stuff out of it, and this stuff is legal in the UK, and I just put it under my tongue before I go to bed and I sleep like a baby. No pain, nothing. It's wonderful. But I do find afterwards that I'm a bit dopey the next morning, and so it makes my fatigue worse but my pain better, and I get good night's sleep. It's like you can't win. Either I'm awake all night and then I'm tired because I haven't slept, or I have a good night's sleep and no pain but I'm dopey. And this is a constant struggle that you have when you've got chronic fatigue, because you're trying to balance all these things. It's like so overwhelming, and to be honest my GP surgery isn't great. The town that I live in has grown really a lot in the last couple of years. We live on one big estate now that's pretty new. We've only been here about 3-4 years, but there's lots and lots of building going on, lots of people moving here, but we're not getting any more doctors. So it's really hard to get to see a GP, and I think a lot of people are struggling with that at the moment. So am I really out of focus, or is it because I haven't got my glasses on? I'm sorry, I'm really not with it today. But when you're this tired, it's like your brain can't function right. You can't think of what words you want to say, like, and just talking's really tiring. I wanted to clean the bedroom today, just dust it, because I haven't dusted it for a couple of days, and I hate sleeping somewhere that's dusty because I think it's going to bung your nose up and it's not going to be good for you. But that wasn't going to happen. I struggled washing up today, so it definitely wasn't going to happen. And I have to cook dinner tonight, so I need to save just enough energy to get through that later. It's days like this that reminds me that I've got to really be careful, because I've had a couple of good days, like last week I think, and you kind of, at first you're like, yay, good day, let's do things, and you have all these jobs around the house. If you're a homeowner, or you know, you're the person that cleans, which I am. My husband goes out to work and I look after the house. That's how we balance it. It's quite an old-fashioned way of doing things, but most people with chronic illness do this, because then you feel like you're contributing. I forgot what I was talking about. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't want you, if you're healthy, to take for granted the fact that you can do the things that you want to do when you want to do them. I want you to really appreciate the fact that you got up today and you got to choose whether to be lazy. You got to choose whether to bother doing the cleaning or just sit and watch telly. But I didn't. And I get quite angry at people who are healthy, you know, they don't have an illness, but they don't look after themselves, like they don't exercise and they don't eat right. Because I just think you're just going to make yourself sick. Why? Makes no sense. But yeah, it's kind of like when I used to do night shifts, and you get to like the third night shift, and of course you can't sleep as well during the day. So you're awake for 3 nights working, and then you're coming home after your last night shift. That kind of, I can't think straight and I feel a bit sick and I just want to go to bed. That kind of feeling, that's me most days. Some days I can cover it, some days I can't. Today, my pain's been really bad the last couple of days. Like yesterday, my ribs hurt so much that I was really struggling to get comfortable. I was struggling to just do anything. The problem is now my pain is still pushing through, but I'm on the maximum that I can be on medication wise. I even saw our local pharmacist to have a medical review to see if he could think of anything else that could be added or changed or taken out or added to my medication, and he couldn't. He was like, you're on the maximum, there's nothing you can do after this, just have paracetamol to boost it. Anybody who's got chronic pain will just have laughed right then, because when you hear add paracetamol you just think, oh, do one, which is like a Midlands thing for saying, you know. So I'm feeling a little bit down today and a little bit bleh. But I'm excited because the other day, I think it was Monday, I was having a good day, and I recorded a video for a new series I'm going to do. Because what I'm going to do, because I'm really extremely geeky and sick as well. In the week, I'm going to, at some point every week, like Monday to Friday, one of those days every week, I'm going to post a video about my chronic illness, or about chronic illness in general, how I'm coping, that sort of thing, depression, mental health, all of that. And then on the weekends, I'm going to post something geeky. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, it's going to be every Wednesday and every Monday or every Tuesday and Sunday, whatever. I'm not going to say that, because obviously I have days like this where thinking straight and being able to form a cohesive thought is just difficult. And I've got to, of course, edit this afterwards. I've got to add music and all that malarkey to it, and so it might not happen like exactly weekend and in the week, but I'm hoping to do that for you all, so that you can like avoid the geeky stuff or avoid the chronic illness stuff. I do hope if you avoid, I don't mind if you avoid the geeky stuff because you're not into it, but I do mind if you avoid the chronic illness, because I'm trying to raise awareness for chronic illnesses. The illnesses that I have are really prevalent. I have fibromyalgia and a few other things, but fibromyalgia, a lot of people are getting diagnosed with it now. A lot of people, it's coming out, a lot of people have it, and I'm hoping that's going to push the government to do something about it and to make it an actual, illness that matters. Oh, and I did want to mention, while I'm thinking about it, so I think it was like November time, it wasn't even that long ago. I've been on benefits, unable to work, for over a decade now. And so I get disability living allowance, and I had a review. They kind of pull you in randomly, and they make you feel like, oh, you're making it up, we're going to take everything off you, which is terrifying and so stressful. And you have to go to this assessment, and you sometimes have to be referred to doctors and nurses and people who literally, the people who assess you have no medical background, no medical training. I don't think they know what they're doing really. And you just have to kind of convince them that you are as sick as you say you are, and it's a very stressful time. So I was reassessed, I think it was November time, maybe a little bit before, I can't quite remember. But so I went through the whole process, and they said, yeah, you can have DLA, disability living allowance, for, that's it, you're disabled, we know you are, you're not faking it, go away and stop wasting our time, was the kind of thing. And now, yesterday I had a letter saying, oh sorry, disability living allowance is changing to something called PIP. It's now got to be assessed again for that, fill in thousands and thousands of forms. What a waste of time and energy and effort and stress, and we just don't need it. Why not just say, we've just assessed you for this, and we said yes, and now that's changing, so we'll just put you onto this. Done. Just done. But no, now I've got to be reassessed, and it's a nightmare. I'm so stressed about it. Yeah, the Mad Hatter, he's my little support. You like Mad Hatter? My favourite character. I love Disney. Disney helps. I watched Moana for the first time the other day while I was in bed. It was lovely. It was glorious. Really enjoyed it. Disney is great if you're chronically sick, because who doesn't love a good cartoon when they're just lying in bed, trying to get through the day. But I'm going to go now because it's getting hard to talk, and I'm not even sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? So, I'm gonna head off. This is just a little bit of an updatey thingy bob, talky chitty chatty thing, and hopefully it's opened your eyes as to what it feels, what it looks and feels like to have chronic fatigue on a day like today. You know, just a normal day. I haven't done anything crazy, but this is what I'm like. And now I'm going to go downstairs and have, if I can, have a cup of tea, because I just really want a cup of tea. But probably not. I thought of standing up for that long. See, it's days like this I really just wish I had somebody here all the time, because it would be wonderful to have somebody just to bring me a cup of tea. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this didn't bore you. I hope you didn't think, what is she rabbiting on about? I hope it was coherent to someone out there. I will have another video. This hopefully will be up tomorrow, Friday. And then hopefully sometime over the weekend you will have a video that I've already recorded. It's a lot more energetic than this, thank goodness. But for now, we were going to bid you adieu, and I hope you're having a good illness day. And if you have any tips and tricks or things that you like to do on days like today, leave them down below. I would love to chat with you guys and get to know you.